Saturday the 18th of May. It's just past 6 o'clock and welcome to our weekly news programme. And in the news this week, environmental charity Keep Britain Tidy has announced winners of the prestigious Blue Flag and Seaside Awards for the summer of 2024. And amongst them is Weymouth Beach. This year Weymouth Beach has met the high standards required to be awarded the Blue Flag and Seaside Award for another year, which is obviously fantastic news for the town. Jane Biscombe, who's the town clerk at Weymouth Town Council, said Weymouth has a beautiful stretch of award-winning coastline, which as a town council we are proud to maintain. Thank you to Keep Britain Tidy for recognising our efforts and awarding us the Blue Flag and Seaside Award for summer 2024. She went on to say, with its wide sandy beach, the crystal clear shallow waters which kids just love to splash about in, the beach matting, toilet showers, free drinking water, deck chairs and sun lounges, it's an amazing place. We've done well done to all our staff for maintaining the beach all year round. Now, Keep Britain Tidy's Chief Executive Alison Ogden-Newton said these awards are a credit to the collective efforts of beach managers, volunteers, residents and businesses who have worked tirelessly to maintain, protect and improve some of our best loved and most popular beaches, and we'd like to take this moment to recognise and applaud them. Visitors to a beach flying a blue flag can be assured that the beach will be clean, safe and meet the highest environmental standards as well as international bathing water quality standards. The Blue Flag is the world's most recognised award for beaches and marinas, and to qualify each applicant must meet and maintain a series of stringent environmental, educational, safety and accessibility criteria. Seaside Awards are presented to the best beaches in England and celebrate the quality and diversity of the coastline. Now, Blue Flag is an international award that is managed by Keep Britain Tidy on behalf of the Foundation for Environmental Education. It is only presented to beaches with water which has achieved the highest classification as set out by the EU Bathing Water Directive and has an environmental education programme, while Seaside Awards are presented to the best beaches in England and celebrate the quality and diversity of the coastline. Now, last weekend, Skies over Dorset revealed some amazing sights as many local people captured the Northern Lights on smartphones and their cameras. The site is normally only visible in the north of the UK and places such as Norway and Finland. The Northern Lights, or Aurora Borealis, is created when energised particles from the sun slam into Earth's upper atmosphere. Favourable weather conditions coupled with particularly strong geomagnetic storm overnight on the 10th and 11th of May resulted in spectacular display being visible across the UK, including right here in Dorset and Weymouth and Portland. It's a very rare occurrence, but there is a possibility that the conditions will be good again in the next couple of weeks, so get ready with your cameras and watch out for that. Now, this summer, the Litter Free Dorset and Dorset Coast Forum have launched a new survey to discover how and where you spend your beach days. They want to know all about your top beach spots, favourite water activities and thoughts on litter and water cleanliness. Dorset's coastline is home to some of the UK's most precious landscapes. The Jurassic Coast, the South West Coast Path beckons adventurous hikers and dog walkers alike, and our beaches are host to a fantastic range of water sport activities. It's important to protect these beautiful beaches for everyone to enjoy, so whether you live locally or are visiting Dorset, Litter Free Dorset need your input to inform future projects on the Dorset coastline. So dive in and help make the beaches in Dorset even better. Take part in the survey. It's called How to Spend Your Time at Beaches Across Dorset. Now, over the past 5 years, Litter Free Dorset has collaborated with coastal communities to deliver projects which aim to reduce litter and enhance bathing water quality, such as promoting water refill points, installing cigarette butt bins and toy libraries, and empowering local artists to create inspirational street art in public spaces. Furthering understanding of how people spend their time at Dorset's beaches will not only help with the development of future projects, but also identify where further water quality monitoring should be prioritised. Now, not a water sports enthusiast? Well, Litter Free Dorset still want to hear from you. The insights gathered from this survey will be shared with local town and parish councils, potentially influencing enhancement to current coastal amenities. So whether you are a leisurely stroller, dog walker, kite surfer, sunbather or a litter picker, your voice matters. Now, to take part in that survey, if you search for Litter Free Dorset, to find their website, and then go to the top of their website and click the Get Involved tab. You will see the survey pop up there, and you can help them understand use of local beaches. Now, Dorset Police are investigating a report of an assault that occurred on a bus in Weymouth and appealing for any witnesses to come forward. The incident occurred on a first bus opposite the Tesco store on Portland Road in White Regis at around 9:30 p.m. on Wednesday the 15th of May. That's this Wednesday just gone. It was reported that a man assaulted a woman who was known to him before also assaulting the bus driver. Neither victim is believed to have suffered serious injury. Officers attended, and Weymouth man aged in his 20s was arrested on suspicion of assault occasioning actual bodily harm. He has been released on police bail as further inquiries are carried out. Police Constable Anthony Frost of Weymouth and Portland Police said, "We are continuing to investigate this incident, and I'm keen to speak to any other passengers who were on the bus at the time, and I'd urge them to please get in touch so that we can take their account of what happened." He's also interested in any further witnesses who saw what happened, as the man and woman involved left the bus in the area of Tesco's on Portland Road, and would also urge them to get involved as well. Now, officers are also appealing for witnesses or anyone with information to come forward following an assault in Weymouth. Dorset Police received a report of an assault that occurred between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. on Sunday the 5th of May outside the B Cars taxi rank in St Edmund Street. It's reported that the victim was punched in the face, sustaining facial and bodily injuries. The offender is described as a man of large build, 5 feet 9 inches tall, with short black hair. Police Constable Andy Dickinson of Weymouth Police said, "We are continuing to investigate this assault and establish the full circumstances of how it happened. We know that it occurred during a busy time of the evening over a bank holiday weekend with many members of the public present, and we are keen for anyone who witnessed what happened that we haven't already spoken to come forward." And the final one from Dorset Police this week. Dorset Police have issued some CCTV images of a man they would like to identify as they investigate a robbery in Dorchester. Dorset Police received a report at around 2:15 p.m. on Friday the 3rd of May that a man had made threats to a staff member at the Curry store in Weymouth Avenue before taking a key fob from them. It is reported that the man then took several items of stock from the shelves before he left without paying. Police Constable Henry Cunningham of Dorchester Police said, "We have been carrying out various inquiries into this robbery and have now obtained CCTV images of a man we would like to identify as part of our investigations. If anyone recognises him or has information regarding his identity, please contact us." Now, for all of those incidents from Dorset Police, if you have any information, any pictures or anything of use, please contact them on 101. And if you'd like to contact them anonymously and pass information anonymously, you can do this via the Crime Stoppers charity on 0800 555 111. That's 0800 555 111. Now, a recent Ofsted and CQC inspection found that children and young people in Dorset who have special educational needs and disabilities, known as SEND, have typically positive experiences and outcomes. The local area partnership inspection took place over 3 weeks in March, and it involved staff from Dorset Council, NHS Dorset and education settings, as well as many families. The inspection was a joint inspection of both Dorset Council as the local authority and NHS Dorset as the local health provider. The inspectors reviewed hundreds of pieces of information and spoke to young people and their families, as well as practitioners working in children's services, healthcare and in educational settings. The inspection report stated that the local area partnership's special educational needs and or disability arrangements typically lead to positive experiences and outcomes for children and young people with SEND. It went on to say that children and young people with SEND and their families are placed at the heart of all that leaders do. This cultural working together results in continual improvement to secure the best possible outcomes for children, young people and their families. The voice of children and young people with SEND is highly valued. Now, Councillor Claire Sutton, who is the new Dorset Council portfolio holder for children, education, skills and early help, said, "I am pleased to see the results of the joint area inspection which took place earlier this year, and I thank everyone across Dorset Council, our health and education colleagues, Dorset Parent Carer Council and other partners who have worked hard to get this positive result. I know there is still more to do for Dorset families, and I look forward to working closely with Children's Services and other partners to carry on improving the services we deliver for families." Now, if you're interested in reading that report, you can read that on the Ofsted website. So if you just search for Ofsted and then just search for the recent reports, you should be able to have a look at that report. Now, Dorset Council is pleased to announce that Weymouth Outdoor Education Centre, WOEC, which is part of the Dorset Outdoor Education Service, is now Ofsted registered, a significant milestone that allows the service to accept tax-free childcare for eligible children. This new development opens up more opportunities for children and young people to access the wide range of adventurous, physical, enriching educational activities offered by the service, making it more affordable and accessible for many families. The Dorset Outdoor Education Service provides both holiday activity and term time after school clubs for children and young people, the newest addition being their Little Explorers nature-based adventure club for 7 to 11-year-olds. Older children can also enjoy enriching social activities such as rock climbing, sea kayaking and dinghy sailing. Each of the sessions run by the service are designed to boost learning and personal development. To make an inquiry or to book one of the sessions, you can email WOEC, that's WOEC, at dorsetcouncil.gov.uk. Now, 7 homes are being proposed for a site on Westway Road, adjacent to the Harbour Marina, currently used as a tyre and exhaust centre. If approved, it will result in the demolition of the existing building and the building of the 7 new properties. Dorset Council is being asked to agree to the home's plan, which will have parking for 14 cars and will be accessed via the existing road that leads to the tyre centre. The homes are proposed to be in 2 terrace blocks, one with 4 homes and the other with 3, each of the units with 3 bedrooms and both blocks of 2 stories and each with small gardens. An adjoining site, which was an electricity substation, had an approved application for demolition in 2020 with 23 homes to follow, but although granted consent in October 2021, work on those homes has not started yet. Now, Councillor John Arell has been elected as the new Mayor of Weymouth at the full council meeting on Wednesday this week, the 15th of May, with Councillor Carolyn Nickinson elected as Deputy Mayor. Outgoing Mayor Councillor Kate Weller and outgoing Deputy Mayor Councillor Alex Furman were both thanked for all their hard work over the previous year. Councillor Weller raised around £550 during her year as Mayor, which will be split between the British Heart Foundation, the Friends of Envy Freedom and the Evergreen Suite at Westhaven Hospital. Newly elected Mayor John Arell thanked everyone for their support and endorsement, saying, "We've got many things to be proud of in the town, including just finding out that Weymouth Beach has retained its Blue Flag and Seaside Award." Other elections at full council included Councillor David Harris elected as council leader, with the role of deputy leader currently vacant. The following councillors are also nominated to serve as committee chairs and will be confirmed at the next respective committee meetings. Councillor David Civil, Chair of Finance and Governance, Councillor Matt Bell, Chair of Environment and Services, and Councillor David Harris, Chair of the HR Committee, and Councillor Peter Dickinson, Chair of the Planning and Licensing Committee, and finally Councillor Simon Clifford, Chair of the Appeals Committee. And finally, in the headlines tonight, Weymouth and Portland are bidding to be the County of Culture in 2025. Weymouth Town Council and Portland Town Council are working in partnership on the bid and would like your help on what should be included. To help shape ideas, 2 workshops take place where residents, businesses, creatives can come together and share their ideas, hopes and dreams for the future of Weymouth and Portland. The 2 workshops take place on the following dates: Tuesday the 28th of May from 5:30 to 8 p.m. at the Council Chamber in Commercial Road at the new Town Hall, and Wednesday the 5th of June 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. at the Portland Community Venue, 3 yards close, Fortuneswell. Now, the County of Culture is an opportunity for towns, villages or hamlets in Dorset to work together and deliver a year's worth of extraordinary cultural activity. This can include new and existing creative events and projects that our communities and visitors can enjoy. Weymouth and Portland are through to the second stage of the formal bid process. In a joint statement, Jane Biscombe, Town Clerk at Weymouth, our Town Councillor Matt Ryan, Town Clerk at Portland Town Council, said, "We did it. We got through to the next round of the County of Culture application process, and together Weymouth Town Council and Portland Town Council will now write the full bid. We have until the 24th of June to submit our final, exciting partnership-based submission, and for that reason our partnership working is even more crucial to secure our success, and we need your help. Come along to our open drop-in workshops and share your experience and expertise. Help us expand on key areas of the bid with exciting ideas, hopes, dreams for the future, information and evidence. With so much to showcase in Weymouth and Portland, there is no better time to bid to become the County of Culture for 2025. And that's the end of this week's headlines. Now, we often hear from Dorset Wildlife Trust, and this week, in partnership with Natural England and private donors, Dorset Wildlife Trust has acquired 827 acres of chalk downland, grassland, wildflower meadows and ancient woodland at Liscombe, 10 miles north east of Dorchester. We're going to hear from Rob Farrington, who explains how Liscombe represents an exciting opportunity to make more space for nature in the Dorset landscape, to showcase sustainable land management through natural regeneration, and to engage people in the rich heritage of Dorset's downland. So this is Rob, sorry, I've lost his name now, where's he gone? Rob Farrington from Dorset Wildlife Trust.
Welcome to Liscombe, 340 hectares of land northeast of Dorchester on the Dorset Downs. Dorset Wildlife Trust's acquisition of the site was made possible working in partnership with Natural England, with the generous support of private individuals and our members, and working with Natural England's nutrient mitigation scheme. Our initial monitoring of the site has shown breeding turtle dove, breeding nightingale and tree sparrow, breeding lesser spotted woodpecker and willow tit. The bad news is those surveys occurred in the 1970s, and all of those species are no longer here. And that's mirrored across Dorset, where half of them are extinct as breeding species, and the other 3 are clinging on by a thread. Liscombe gives us the opportunity to make more space for these species to return. More space where we can help tackle the climate crisis. More space where we can help tackle the ecological crisis. Across the majority of the site, we'll be letting nature lead, and we'll be using natural processes, extensive grazing across the landscape, and blending that with more targeted management of the designated sites here. We hope to create a unique system where we can learn and share with others. Thank you to our partners, our members and supporters for making this happen. We look forward to watching nature's recovery here at Liscombe and sharing it with you.
Thank you very much there, Rob. And if you want to find out more about Liscombe and Dorset Wildlife Trust in general, pop along to their website at www.dorsetwildlifetrust.org.uk. It's now time in the programme where we go over to regular contributor Andrew Wright for this week's film review and preview.
Welcome to White Regis TV film review and preview. I'm Andrew Wright. This weekend, John Krasinski's If is released widely in cinemas. The film is written and directed by John Krasinski, who starred in the American version of The Office and then directed the Quiet Place films. And If stars Kaylee Fleming from The Walking Dead, Ryan Reynolds, and John Krasinski. The film revolves around a young girl called Bee, who has been going through a troubling period in her life when she gains the ability to see people's imaginary friends, and she teams up with her neighbour Cal, who has the same ability, to help reunite the imaginary friends with their former kids. The film also stars Steve Carell as Blue, a kind, purple, furry imaginary friend So I went to see this in the cinema last weekend because they were running preview screenings last weekend, but ahead of the wide release this weekend. And I have to say, because of the U rating, I thoroughly underestimated the film. The acting is fantastic. The writing and directing is fantastic. The score is fantastic. But more than anything, the film is there's something so beautiful about the film. The film is so moving. Honestly, I felt myself welling up, nearly about to cry during the third act. I never do that in film. So that was just an incredible experience. I gave the film 5 stars out of 5. The film is widely released this weekend. It is rated U, so that's the lowest rating for everyone. But honestly, in my opinion, it's not that appropriate for children. It'll go over their heads because one of the reasons the film is so moving and has a lot of impact is because of how it tackles bereavement. And that's part of its BBFC rating is a bereavement theme, but there's just sort of a lot of sort of complex things you'll only really understand once you pass a certain age. So for parents, I advise children won't have the same experience you will. This week, the trailer for the movie musical adaptation of Wicked was released. The film is the first of 2 films based on the Broadway musical. The film stars Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande in what is an origin story for the Wicked Witch of the West and Glinda the Good from The Wizard of Oz. I thought the trailer was well edited because it made me feel sympathetic for the Wicked Witch character, which I felt was a good thing, and I've never seen any Wizard of Oz stuff apart from when they adapted it for Once Upon a Time. So that part of Disney's that part of the catalogue is unknown to me. The film will be released this November towards the end of the month because in America they're billing it as a Thanksgiving film. So I don't know when it'll be released in the UK. If it'll be released on the same weekend in the UK, you'll have to keep an eye on Cineworld or Odeon, whichever your local cinema is. And the second film is being released in November next year. It's because it's a 2-part film adapting the whole Broadway musical. That's all I have for this week, but be sure to check back next week where I'll be reviewing the preview screenings of the Garfield movie. They're running preview screenings of it this weekend, which I'm going to. There was an early charity showing last weekend, which I didn't go to. But yes, preview screenings this weekend, and then the full release next weekend. And next week I'll also be previewing Furiosa, the newest film in the Mad Max film franchise, and it's a prequel to Mad Max Fury Road. Now back to Gary in the studio.
Thank you very much, Sir Andrew. We'll be back with Andrew next week. It's now time for the national weather forecast, and we go to the Met Office, and this week we are joined by Catherine Chalk.
Hello, welcome to your national afternoon weather update from the Met Office. Sunny spells for some, but also some heavy showers, and some of these are going to be turning thundery too. We do have a weather warning in force, a yellow thunderstorm warning valid across parts of Wales and the southwest of England, with slow-moving heavy showers and also some thunderstorms developing. Cloudy across parts of the southeast with sunny spells, but further towards the north, that's where the best of the sunshine is going to be through today, with a few showers developing across parts of Dumfries and Galloway and also the Cairngorms later on. Low clouds still lingering across parts of eastern Scotland, so feeling cooler here, but elsewhere feeling pleasant with highs of up to 20 or 23 degrees. So through this evening, we're still seeing some showers breaking out across parts of Scotland. Those heavy showers across the southwest of England and Wales will gradually ease through the night, and then largely a dry night to come into Sunday morning. But a lot of low cloud developing, especially across eastern parts of Scotland and down across East Anglia and the southeast of England, but isolated mist and fog patches developing elsewhere underneath any clearer skies. And temperatures here will fall into the single figures, but in the towns and cities generally holding up at around 10 or 11 degrees. So that does lead a quite murky start to Sunday morning for some of us, especially across parts of Scotland in the east, but also across the southeast of England. Hopefully that low cloud should start burning away into the late morning to leave plenty of sunshine on offer through Sunday. We'll see a few showers developing, perhaps across the southwest and also for parts of Scotland, especially over the higher ground, but quite cloudy here. And again, still holding on to quite a lot of low cloud, especially across that northeastern coast. But plenty of sunshine on offer for most of us. A dry day, a warm day too, with highs of 23, possibly 24 degrees. But notice a cooler feel underneath that cloud further the north and east you go. So through the rest of Sunday afternoon, plenty of evening sunshine on offer to end the weekend. But once again, a bit of a rinse and repeat that we'll start to see some low cloud moving in from the North Sea and coming into coastal areas into Sunday evening and overnight once again. Monday looks to be a largely dry day with sunny spells. But for more details on that, be sure to hit subscribe on YouTube and don't miss an update. I'll catch you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much there, Catherine. And looking at the local weather, here we go. Fairly warm, fairly mild, fairly dry this week, but with a risk of thundery showers. And there still is a thundery warning out until later this evening. Although I've been watching the weather today and the weather radar, and those really nasty storms have been sort of skirting around us just above Dorchester by the looks of it. So we've been quite lucky down here in Weymouth on the coast. Right, moving to our What's On session this week. Weymouth Pavilion first of all. 19th of May, that's tomorrow, Taylor Mania, the Taylor Swift tribute. 24th of May, Rat Pack Live. 25th of May, Slade UK. Big Girls Don't Cry on the 20th of June. 15th of June, Robert Lamberti presents Perfectly George, that's George Michael. And 11th of July, Celine, My Heart Will Go On, that's a Celine Dion tribute as well. So that's just a selection of a few things that are coming up at the Pavilion. There is stuff almost every day, and some days there's more than one thing going on. So do pop along to their website at weymouthpavilion.com or give the box office a ring 01305 783 225. Then the Nothe Fort. 25th of May to 2nd of June, Pirates of the Nothe Fort. 3rd of June, D-Day 80th Anniversary Exhibition starts, obviously the 6th of June, which we'll mention in a minute, the D-Day commemorations. 3rd of August, Songs in the Summer with Wessex Musical Theatre. And 15th of August, A Midsummer Night's Dream. And advance notice that on the 29th of September, Pause at Full Fort will be back. Much more going on there. For all information, nothefort.org.uk. Artsreach, their website obviously artsreach.co.uk. Sunday the 26th of May, Balkan and Yiddish Dance Workshop at Sturminster Newton. 7th of June, Rum Ragged at Broadmain Village Hall. 16th of June, Sherlock and Watson and Murder in the Garden at Winterbourne Stickland. 1st of August, Love Riot at Iberton Village Hall. And 8th of August, the Story Den Adventures in Storyland at Lytton Cheney Community Hall. All sorts there going on. That's just a selection going on throughout Dorset. Artsreach.co.uk is the website for everything Artsreach. Now, the D-Day 80 events across Weymouth, Portland and Dorchester have now been revealed and show on the 6th of June, and on the following weekend, the 8th of June and 22nd of June, there will be various things going on at the Castletown D-Day Museum, Weymouth Museum, Dorchester Town Council, Weymouth Town Council, Portland Town Council, all joining together for a packed load of events with boat tours, exhibitions, immersive theatre performances, beacon lightings and talks bringing the history to life. So Jubilee Clock for the week from the 3rd of June will be lit red, white and blue. Nothe Gardens, there'll be a display of military vehicles and a celebration of National Fish and Chip Day with local company Bennett serving up Seaside Classic in a van between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. That's on the 6th of June. Weymouth Cenotaph, we're hoping that there will be a Battle of Britain fly past that fly past Portland and also across Weymouth Bay. That's still yet to be confirmed from the Battle of Britain, so watch this space. At the Nose Fort, there will be entertainment exhibitions, immersive soundscapes, followed by international tribute and beacon lighting, all taking place at various time slots between 4 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. You can only attend if you have a ticket. I believe the tickets are free and they can be booked online. Beacon lighting will be at 9:15. Local schools will be receiving presentations from Weymouth Museum to use for school assemblies, and there will be walking tours and boat tours around the harbour and town. And Weymouth Museum is creating 2 walking trails, one for Portland and one for Weymouth, specific to D-Day, so watch out for those. And the Punch and Judy on Weymouth Beach will be doing some adapted shows, times still to be announced. Now, here in Wyke Regis from 6 p.m. on the 6th of June, events surrounding All Saints Church with a beacon lighting, live music, fish and chip supper, D-Day documentary and ringing of the church bells. To book tickets for that, including booking your fish and chip supper, it's www.parishofwykeregis.org.uk/events. If you want further information, you can give the coordinator a ring, Jeff Thomas, on 07710 096 174. That's all the sort of what's on stuff we have for you. Just to say, tomorrow church services in Wyke Regis, 8 a.m. at All Saints Church, and a parish-wide service 9:30 a.m. at All Saints Church tomorrow. Now, no services at St Edmunds tomorrow. Now, finally, our other programme this evening is our quiz programme. That's at 7:30. Family-friendly quiz for the whole community, free of charge. Our stream goes up about 7:20. Be very welcome if anybody wants to join us for that quiz here every Saturday evening. Now that brings us to the end of this week's programme. If you have any information on anything coming up, particularly anything around the D-Day commemorations, do drop us a line, news@wykeregis.tv. We would love to hear from you and share your events and information with the people of Wyke Regis, Weymouth and Portland, South Dorset and beyond. It just remains for me to say have a very good weekend and a good week ahead, and I look forward to being back with you next Saturday at 6 o'clock for next week's news programme. Good night.